So girl, today we are going to get ready together. First and foremost, you cannot have a good makeup routine without good skincare and sunscreen solar protection. So put your sunscreen on. Love using Supergoop. I've been using them for years now, I think at this point. This is the glow screen, so it is tinted. Guys, I washed my hair last night and honestly this was a really bold thing for me to do because I never wear my hair like this. I usually have it up in a bun and I decided to do this for a video, so hopefully I can comb it out and it doesn't look terrible. I feel like I used to be a little bit more open with you guys and I'm not as much anymore, and I really want to be, and I don't know why I haven't. I'm gonna do a little bit of an elevated everyday makeup routine as well as give you guys some tea, answer your cues. I'm just gonna wear my everyday jewelry, so I'm wearing this dagger. This is my other recent necklace I've been wearing. I'm gonna go ahead and comb out my natural hair. You can get it tatted if you want to. I kind of like the frizzy look, so I always comb out. Ow, bitch. Yes, girl. What a serve. This is such a serve. I love my hair like this. Anyways, let me put on my hair clips and a little bit of hair oil. Just a little bit. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, no? Do you guys get random hairs right here? Because I always get random hairs right there. You guys, wait till you hear about all the BS. This is as good as it's gonna get. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and get ready for the day. I'm so excited to do this get ready with me for you guys because I have not filmed one of these videos and I don't even know how long. So my makeup routine has changed so much, so I want to give you guys the most recent makeup routine. Also went ahead and added my Milk Makeup Primer. I only added a little tiny bit to my T-zone where my makeup tends to rub off. Grab a full coverage concealer. This one in specific is the Bye Bye Under Eye from It Cosmetics. It's super full coverage, it's super thick, a little bit goes a long way, and it's in a tube. I like pots, but I don't know, like my finger going in that pot every single day to put my concealer on, it just, I don't know, girl. I like to spot conceal with my finger. I feel like it's the best way to warm up the product. I go in, warm up the product a little bit, and then I start to spot conceal. Okay girls, so let's go ahead and get started and let me fill you guys in on what has been going on, because I purposefully was trying to take a break, but my break was not supposed to last this long by any means. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? Damn, I really should have gotten some coffee today. I purposefully decided to take a short little break so that way I can spend some time getting ready to move out. As most of you guys know, I was gonna move out and I really wanted to give myself a little bit of extra time to make sure that I was able to find something, even if it was a little bit early. I'm in a smaller town and there isn't really a lot of options, and I am looking in a very specific part of town. It's very hard to come by, so I purposefully started looking early. So that way I could lock something in and get shit on and poppin'. So of course the first house that I find ends up being immaculate. Oh freaking good, girl. Like, by the way, I only conceal where I have acne scarring and where I have redness. As you can see, I get a lot of redness around my nose, around my eyes, and then I have acne scars on my cheeks and on my chin, so I try to just focus the concealer in those areas. A little bit goes a really long way. I haven't added any more. So of course the first house I see is like immaculate. Instantly inquire. The realtor person dealing with all that stuff emailed me back and he was like, yeah, we're having an open house, so come on by so you can visit the house. So I go to the open house. Everything is vibes. The house is immaculate. It's beautiful. I'm talking to the realtor there. I'm in contact with the realtor for like a week. I was like, this is low-key a little bit too good to be true, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna apply, because when an opportunity comes by, I take advantage. Keep in mind, there was also other people looking at the house with me. I was not the only one there. That's all the concealing I'm gonna do. My skin looks so good. Stay with me, girl, stay with me. If I do go in with foundation, I either go with the Pat McGrath, the Kosas, or Makeup by Mario, but because my skin is looking good and the concealer kind of did its job, I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of a glowy topper. I just recently bought the e.l.f. one. First off, this is way more shimmery than this is, but I really like that. This is obviously Charlotte and this is e.l.f. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. today. So I applied to this house and it was like a week-long process. I think that might be all I'm gonna do, I think. Not me wearing my Christmas PJs. I always like to dry my beauty blender a little bit before I put it on my face because I hate when it's so wet. Application process was like a week-long process. At this point, I was really excited to get this house because I was like, oh my gosh, if I can lock in this house now, that'd be perfect. The move wouldn't have to be a rush. I could still film content, etc, etc, etc. It was just so ideal for me to get this house. I ended up going on a call with the realtor and then they end up asking me a few more questions, and later on they end up telling me I got the house. Woo! I was like, I can't believe I'm making moves. I literally cried because I never lived in a house before. I've only ever lived in apartments and in a mobile home like area. This is where it starts to get sketch. I don't know if I should go in with my brows or if I should go in with my bronzer first. I'm gonna just do brows right now. Pomade from KVD. It's in the shade medium brown. My brows used to go down this way. I completely pluck all the hair that goes this way and now I kind of have them a little bit more straight out. And the reason why is because I noticed that my tail was kind of weighing down my face. So now I just kind of draw in my own tail. But anyways, girl, let me fucking continue to tell y'all. So anyways, comes the time I need to give them the direct deposit. And keep in mind, I have been in contact with a realtor this whole time. They started being really fucking weird. The guy was like, oh, you can just Zelle me. And I was starting to get a little bit like weirded out because I was like, Zelle? I was like, Zelle? Like, I've always done deposits through check, never through Zelle. So I was like, are you sure you want Zelle? Like, I can give you a check. And then he was like, no, you can just Zelle me, it's quicker, whatever, electronic, whatever. So I was like, okay. And I had completely forgotten that Zelle has like a limit on the amount you can spend. And the amount that I was trying to send this man, like I couldn't send that large amount through Zelle. I would have had to do multiple payments and you can only do, I think, like up to one maximum payment per month or some shit. I don't know. Like, hey, I'd feel a lot more comfortable if I just give you a check. And then this man tells me, oh, well, I always have trouble with checks. So just Zelle me one payment now and then Zelle me another payment later and then we can do it that way. And I instantly, when I tell you, my heart dropped to the fucking floor. If you don't be using checks, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Checks is like one of the biggest ways you can give people large amounts of money. And he didn't want to take my check for some reason. I instantly get a really bad vibe and I'm like, oh my God, I have a feeling this is a fucking scam. Keep in mind, I had already applied to this home. He has all my information, social security, taxes, fucking bank, everything. He has everything. And at this point, I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my gosh, is this a fucking scam? But I was also like, there's no way this could be a scam. I literally was communicating with him. I went to the open house. Other people were there. Like, how is this a scam? It just was not making sense. I went ahead and did both of my eyebrows. As you can see, I do them a lot more straight as well as a lot thinner now. And with my MAC concealer palette, I'm going to clean up right underneath my eyebrow. Yeah, so I was freaking out because this man had all of my information and he almost fucking stole my money. So I call the office he works for and I let them know, hey, I applied to this one house. This is the person I was working with. I went to the open house and I'm just concerned, like, do you guys normally do your deposits through Zelle? Again, it was just so official that it just didn't seem like it could be a scam. And they instantly were like, yeah, ma'am, you should call the police. I was shook. Of course, the police were involved. We reported. And eventually, I actually ended up getting a hold of the woman that actually lived there. And I told her the whole situation, and she was shook because she was in LA the whole time. She obviously also got the cops involved, and it was just a whole craziness, and she just felt really violated, and so did I. I'm just so glad the person didn't take my money. I had to freeze everything and make sure that I didn't get my identity stolen, etc, etc, etc. I had to protect all my accounts. That was essentially how the month started. Now I'm gonna go in and make sure that my hairs don't move. I use some eco styling gels. I also use DAISYB, but I honestly don't know where that is at the moment, so I just grab. Oh, also, I put my rings back on. I was taking a break. I put my rings back on. I'll tag where they're from on the screen. So cute. Make sure you get rid of the excess. Yeah, that situation was really unfortunate, but I was trying to not let it get to me because I was like, girl, shit fucking happens sometimes. It is what it is. We move on. We keep looking. This isn't gonna stop me from finding a new spot. This was the first spot I looked at, whatever. It was really fucking annoying, but whatever, you know, we moved. A week later, somebody crashes into my car and it's a hit and run. So obviously no one wants their car to get hit, and I'm so happy that I was not inside the car, and I'm so happy that everyone was safe. But it was also a very unfortunate event that had just happened right after the whole scamming shit happened, and I was like, okay, the universe, Miss Girl, is definitely testing me right now. I'm going in with bronzer slash contour. You have a similar skin tone, really like Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and Fawn. But I've also been loving this little Essence contour bronzer thing. I think I'm actually gonna use this today. I've been really liking it, and it's only like $3-4, I think. Such a good little deal, girl. It's kind of in between a bronzer and a contour shade. Luckily, my car let me know when it got hit, so I was able to go outside right away. And also, luckily for me, there was a cop friend that was also there that could take care of all of that for me. And luckily for me as well, somebody ended up getting the license plate of that hit my car. And allegedly this person was drunk driving. It was just really unfortunate. Obviously you don't want your car to get hit ever. And I had just purchased my car not that long ago to get fixed super soon. Thankfully, I finally got a fucking check to fix everything, but it was just really unfortunate. And it also just happened like right after I had a shitty experience. So I was like, fuck. I was like, fuck, girl. The universe is really not on my side. The excess on the brush, I do kind of just keep this girl back. Since I'm so light skinned, I always like to just make sure to really bronze, because then my face just looks so pale. I just posted a pic. I'm trying to get on my TikTok shit, girl, but TikTok, still not there yet, but I'm gonna get there. With the same contour, I'm going to add some on my nose underneath here. I feel like my camera isn't focusing. Is it focusing? So when it got hit, I was like, damn, bro. Why now? Why did it just happen now? And the issue is still being dealt with currently. So thankfully I'll have my car get fixed super soon. Also, I don't know why, but I love to add bronzer right here. Versus highlighting the bridge, I like to bronze it up a little bit and then just highlight the sides. You guys will see in a sec. Always want to connect your bronzer to your brow, your nose contour to your brow. Moving on to blush. I'm thinking about doing a Bikini Martini from Fenty as well as Pixie Juicy. By the way, I am not trying to complain by any means. I'm just telling you guys like why I've been gone. I'm blessed regardless with all of this shit that's been going down. A few days after the whole car thing happened, tell me why I end up seeing little bugs in my apartment. I was like, what are these bugs? These bugs were so small. They were so fucking small. They were so tiny. I'll insert a video here. They were so small. And I ended up telling my apartment people, hey, I think I have a little bit of a bug thing. Like, here's the bug. Them the little bugs in a Ziploc. The pest control guy had happened to be here when I went to go tell them, so I showed him the bugs. He was like, oh girl. He was like, oh girl, that's no issue, just vacuum. So I was like, okay. I mean, did that, nothing happened. It progressively got worse within a week, and they completely infested my whole home. They were everywhere, on my bed, on my walls, on my couch, on my stuff, and they were so microscopic. This blush is so crusty, but on my high points. And don't worry, I know this is a lot of blush. Give me a sec. So yeah, the bug thing got really bad. I ended up having to leave my apartment because I obviously was not going to sleep with bugs, and then my apartment complex was being so difficult. It took them a month to fully get rid of the bugs, and so I wasn't staying here for a month. And the pest control guy was also not the best because he was like, well, technically you can coexist with these bugs, like they're just gonna be annoying. And it's like, I still don't want to live with these damn bugs. Like, I'm paying to be here. I don't want to pay to be here with bugs. Like girl, when I was in LA, I dealt with the roaches. I know. Going in with the Laura Mercier concealer as well as the Hourglass concealer to kind of just brighten up a little bit extra. All of this shit that has been going down was just like within a month. It was just a lot for me to deal with all at once, and I was getting very overwhelmed. Things are finally starting to look up, and I was like, yes, girl, like, I'm still house hunting. I ended up finding this like townhome that I really love. I applied, things are looking fabulous. It was again like a whole week-long process. I was really excited. Hopefully have this spot soon so I can start to vlog again, because I still wasn't in my apartment at this point because of the damn bugs. Excited to potentially have a spot ready for me. I applied, I ended up getting accepted. It was like a week-long process. Landlord knew what I did as a job. Come to find out last minute when I was going to meet with him so he could meet my dog, basically said that he didn't want me to stay there if I didn't agree to not record and not take photos whatsoever, which was kind of crazy that he even said that, because like he knew what my job was, and it's like, how do you expect me to do my job? It was just so weird. I had never had anybody say anything like that to me. I just felt some type of way about me recording and taking photos in there. He also said absolutely no dog pics, no family pics, no nothing. He didn't want any photos, videos, nothing in there whatsoever. Like, are you gonna keep the same energy with your other attendants if somebody else applies? Obviously not. He's only being like that towards me because of the job that I have. You know what? I understood as well, because I was like, well, it's your home at the end of the day. And if you're gonna be like this towards me, like, you're probably a really picky landlord, and I don't want to have fucking issues with you. So the day that I thought I was going to get this spot was the same day that I was like let down. I just was not gonna sign that lease. How was I going to agree to not do that in his house? I'm paying rent to be there, and like, it's just photos, and it was just girl. It was just, oh my god, it was so unfortunate, because again, it was like a week-long process, and of course something else had to go wrong. It was just really unfortunate, but I was like, you know what, whatever shit happens, I'm gonna continue to move on, continue to house hunt, because at the end of the day, whatever's meant for me is going to be mine. The place was just unfortunately not meant for me. The house hunting process is still ongoing. I'm going to visit a new house at the end of this week, so hopefully I can lock that one in. Like, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. It's literally all first world problems, but I did have to take a little bit of a break because I just literally I just couldn't. I couldn't be online. It was just crazy. I also was not in my apartment for a while, and now I'm currently in the process of leaving my apartment. Dude, I fucking broke Hourglass concealer, but I refuse to throw it away because this shit is so expensive, and I only use like that much. I'm not gonna throw it away. So I'm just trying to hold on to that until it completely dies off on me. I'll hopefully be in my new spot by October 1st. Oh my god, dude, this Hourglass concealer really does the thing. It is so fucking good. Go in and blend out these little lines. Okay, guys. Took a little bit of a break, but I'm back. Now I'm gonna go in and answer some of your guys' questions, as well as set my under eye. I really love the one size powder. The one size powder in specific, I love it because it really blurs this whole area. I've just been using a brush recently. Really be pressing that shit in, and I kind of mostly isolate it towards the under eye and the center of my face this way. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Do you see that? Look at how good that looks. Wow. First question is, how do you stay motivated for gym life and being an influencer? Anything that you do, you have to know your why. You have to have a reason why you are doing it. I feel like a big reason why I stay fairly motivated, and I'm still doing this whole content creating thing, and in general just stay very motivated and disciplined with just other things in life. One, I genuinely like to do this shit. I absolutely love to content create. This is something that I started doing for fun. This is not something that I was doing to get paid. I didn't even know that you could fucking make this your job when I started. MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powders are so fucking good. I've had these for so long. I've been a fan for so long. I kind of just I go in between both and I set, if you guys didn't know, I used to be a MAC girly back in the day before I started doing YouTube full time. So I do have a lot of MAC products going in with Give Me Sun. It's just a little bit warmer. It took me a while to make this my full-time job. When I really started pursuing my content creating and my fitness journey, I was going to school full-time and I was also working part-time. For me, my why, it was a great way to express myself, but also I just loved connecting with people online as well. Going in with Dainty by MAC. So as for fitness, I feel like performance and the way that you look is a big reason why a lot of people go to the gym. With the gym and following a healthy lifestyle, I feel like you also have to continuously remind yourself that you're doing this so that way in the future when you're older you don't have any health problems. That way you're mobile when you're older. Just make your overall well-being, your overall health a big part of your why, because it will keep you in long term. Honestly, I feel like when you go to the gym, it's very hard to get to a satisfied point, because when you're in the gym, you're constantly working towards something. You're constantly working towards upping your strength, bettering your physique, gaining more muscle, or maybe you get into a different style of training, so then you start to work towards that. Always something you're working towards when you are hitting the gym. But overall health and wellness at the end of the day is the big reason why a lot of people keep up with their fitness and their health and wellness, because they know that it's going to benefit them when they're older. Continue to remind yourself of your why and why you are doing what you are doing, and make that the main thing that drives you, and try your best to stay focused. I'm gonna go in with this banana powder from Essence. This is also like $3 and it's so beat to the ground. Girl, I'm still gonna use it because there's still some in there. I'm not throwing it away. I like to go in and just brighten right here, and it makes the biggest difference. As for motivation, motivation is not always going to be there, so you have to really focus on building up your self-discipline and going, especially during the times that you feel like you really don't want to. Those are the most important times to go, because that's when you're really going to solidify your self-discipline. Focus on building healthy habits, create a really good routine for yourself, and try to stay on top of your routine. Eventually it gets to a point where you just do shit without even thinking about it, and motivation is not even at the top of your head. Motivation is something that you don't even think about, because a lot of the times I be doing shit out of routine because it's what I'm used to. It's something that keeps my days going. Having a really good routine is what keeps me going, and it's what keeps me, honestly, what keeps me consistent in the gym as well. Being consistent with your routine, so that way you start to do things out of habit versus when you want to or when you don't want to. Making sure that regardless of how you are feeling, regardless of what's going on, you are still going out of your way to do what you gotta do, because you got goals, because you got your why, and because you know at the end of the day you're gonna be happier. So girl, it takes time to get there, but trust, you will get there. You just gotta continue to practice. My base is pretty much done. Now I'm gonna go in and do my eyes. I love to keep my eyes simple and smoky. I've been loving cool tone eyeshadow. I've been keeping with the cool tone colors for like, I don't know, a little bit over a year now. It's been my absolute go-to, and this is a palette that I have been currently using. This is the Color Connect eyeshadow palette from MAC Cosmetics. I just recently purchased this because I loved this gray and like just the cool tone colors. So I'm gonna be going in with these two palettes right here. I don't do anything crazy, but I do want to do a little bit of a smoky eye. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. You guys, I went to go see Beyonce, and when I tell you it was the best concert experience I've ever had. She is literally so iconic. I cried a few times, and it just really made me appreciate her way more as an artist. And I just literally now, I can't even listen to the Renaissance album without crying. Every single time a song comes on, I just remember the concert, and I'm just like, I've been a month out of the gym. How do I go back to my daily routine? Girl, going in with this white shade first. Pack this bitch on right in here. It must be the cash because it ain't your face. I love a really bright inner corner. It looks crazy. It looks crazy. Trust the fucking process, girl. I relate to this question so much because, girl, I have been all over the place these last 2 months, and the best advice I can give you is to try to get back into it like you never fucking left. Obviously going back is not going to be the easiest because you're not used to going back, and your body is probably not going to be used to the certain workouts you were doing and the certain weight you were doing. Going in with this shade, focusing this color on the outer corner, and then kind of using it to contour my eye and give it some shape. There's honestly no point in dwelling on how much you missed out or how much you think you failed yourself or this, that, or whatever, because at the end of the day, it already fucking happened. You can't go back. Focus on what you can do now. Get one day at a time, and then just try to really push yourself, because in the beginning when you go back, you're kind of like, I kind of don't really feel like it. Set some small goals, like maybe go twice a week, then build your way up to 3 times a week. And then go from there. Don't go crazy in the beginning because then you're gonna let yourself down. And take it one day at a time, girl. You got this. Not my camera overheating again. BRB. With my gray tone eyeshadow from this MAC palette, really low. I don't want to bring it up too high. Tell me why it's my dad's birthday and my mom just called me. I was like, so where are we going out to eat? I guess my dad just wants to eat at the house. Like, sir, it's your cumpleaños. Like, what? What do you mean eat at the house? Normally he's like, let's go to Olive Garden. Olive Garden was my version of fancy restaurant. Olive Garden and Applebee's, my family's go-to whenever we would celebrate birthdays, graduation. Then when I got older and realized that Olive Garden was not fancy, I was like, damn. Well, I always thought it was hella fancy. So I guess we're just gonna eat in La Casa, I guess. To keep the shadow going, keep it going, keep it juicy, keep it cute. Interchange between these two brushes right here, and I'm gonna go in with this darker, like a grayish brown color. Pack it on first with this little one. Whenever you guys see me wearing makeup, this is probably what I got going on. Somebody asked where I shop. Anytime I have the opportunity to shop secondhand, I do. Just because I know I can get it for cheaper, and I also know I can find something secondhand. Most of the time when I buy stuff online, I'm not like in a rush to buy anything, so I just wait until I can find it. I shop on the Real Real, Vestiaire, eBay, Poshmark, Depop. And my tips, have a mirror on the side of you so that way you can see your side profile at all times, so you can make sure that your makeup not only looks good from the front but also looks good from the fucking side, because people be looking at you from the side and you don't want your makeup to be looking all wonky. I always have to do that with my eye makeup because, girl, my eye makeup be looking so stupid sometimes if I don't like really pay attention to the detail. Sometimes I do like to wing it out fully, but I honestly don't think I'm gonna do that. But I am going to bring the excess on the brush down to my waterline. So yeah, but you guys know I thrift a lot. I also shop on Essence a lot. I feel like at my grown-ass age, I would much rather save money and invest in more expensive pieces and then just kind of go thrifting for like simple everyday clothes. And yeah, I'm gonna go in and blend that out with a little bit more of the gray. Also now, when I buy clothes, I'm so picky with what I buy. I only want to buy stuff that I'm gonna keep for a really fucking long time. When I tell you, I can just talk about clothes forever and ever and ever. Like, I fucking love talking about clothes. I think that's one of my toxic traits, is that I love to shop, but I don't be shopping at malls. I be fucking at the thrift store, on fucking eBay, on fucking Essence, on fucking Vestiaire, on fucking Poshmark, antique stores, resellers, on Instagram. This shit looks so good. I don't want to go darker than this, so I'm gonna keep it at that. And now with some of this shade right here, it's like a very frosty shadow, and I'm gonna go in and add it right in here. Fuck yes! This is literally what I'm fucking talking about. This looks so fucking good. Honestly, I've been lucky lagging filming this, but it's only because my camera keeps overheating, but this look doesn't take me that long. Like overall, I can do my makeup in like 40 minutes max. Okay, and then for my brow, under the brow, girl. Under the brow, girl. Listen, y'all asked. Y'all wanted to see how I've been doing my going out type of makeup, and I will constantly change it up. Oh gosh. I wish I could pluck my eyebrows and do the thin brow look, but I'm scared. So one thing I've been doing, non-negotiable, black liner in the waterline. And if you would have told me that I was wearing black liner in my waterline, if maybe like 2 years ago, I would have been like, you're crazy. I am obsessed. Like, to me, it just feels, I don't know. I just love it. And then when I do that, I just go like, ah! Let me go tight line and I'll be right back. Because I do get a lot of fitness questions, I'm gonna give you guys some of my top favorite fitness tips from me to you that will hopefully save you more time in your fitness journey that I wasn't doing, that was really pushing back progress. You guys, I used to love to wear lashes, and now girl, you will very rarely catch me wearing lashes. I feel like I just like my natural lash look with just some mascara. I feel like I already have smaller eyes, so adding lashes I feel like weighs down everything. And I know you're probably thinking that like, bitch, you just put on like black eyeliner. I don't know. I want to wear lashes, but like I feel like they just don't look good on me anymore. I don't know. Voluminous, whatever, and telescopic. I don't know what type of crack they put in these mascaras, but L'Oreal knows what they're doing with the mascaras. And these mascaras are actually not black. They're like a brown black. Brown mascara be fucking hitting, girl. So I don't know what it is about mascara when it gets crusty. I love me a crusty ass mascara. Like, it just feels like it works better. Also make sure to really curl my eyelashes. My eyelashes literally go straight down, so if I don't curl them, it's giving nothing, girl. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually filmed this for you guys. Like, damn, I feel like I'm not gonna have time to film the get ready with me because I'm also vlogging as well, and realistically, I should be packing right now, if I'm being honest. But I was like, no. I have to get this fucking get ready with me out for you guys, and I have to update you guys on what has been going down because there's no way I'm gonna leave you guys hanging. There's no fucking way. Why can't I fucking talk and do my makeup? Like, what the fuck? How do the fucking gurus do this shit? One of the biggest tips, if you guys really want to see your body's trans fucking form in the gym, is focus on your nutrition. 10 points for me because I did not get mascara on my face today. A little bit more blush, just right here. That eats so hard. How are you in the gym busting your ass doing these hip thrusts, but you're not keeping up with your protein and you're not keeping up with your nutrition and you're just eating whatever and probably not even eating enough? Focus on your nutrition, because if you don't, it will set you back so hard. You can't outwork a nutrition. You can't. So focus on your nutrition, and I pinky swear if you do your workouts, you will see the results. Number 2, quit fucking bullshitting your workouts. Quit changing your workouts around so much. If your goal is to see change in your physique, if your goal is to build muscle, if your goal is to hit PRs, etc., quit bullshitting your workouts. Quit doing Instagram bullshit workouts. I feel like for me, when I started focusing a lot on strength training, the gains started coming so quick. I was being consistent with the lifts. I was focusing on my compounds. I was focusing on going up in weight. I was focusing on really pushing myself, pushing my limits. I was no longer doing like 12 to 15 bullshit ass reps that were not helping me. I was struggling by the time that I got to my 6th or 8th rep, and tapping out at like 10 to 12 at most. Make sure that you are not doing bullshit workouts, because if you are consistently changing your routine, you will not see the results that you want to see. That will help you out so much. Dude, I've been really using Essence. This is the Essence like contour palette, and I think they have 2 different shades. This is the lighter one for contouring, because as you can see, it's such an ashy color. It's perfect to add shadow anywhere you want to add shadow. So I think I want to do a little bit more of a bright under eye. I really want this area right here to be really bright, so I'm gonna take this really small brush and essentially carve out the eye a little bit. You want to make sure that it looks good, so take a peep at that side profile. This side is always my hard side. My eyelid opened up when I was a kid. I got stitches, I mean, so this eye kind of sags more than the other one. And it looks a little bit weird. It looks a little bit weird. Okay. I feel like this hair is giving. Help me because I don't know why. I love when my hair just looks so big and like the curls are messed up and it's frizzy. Lip liner, I'm gonna be using Cork by MAC. I love to accentuate the cupid's bow. I only like to overline the cupid's bow and a little bit down here. Besides that, I do not overline the sides. Looks fucking crazy. I always start at the cupid's bow and I round it out and tuck it in. This lip liner, by all means, is not my everyday. This is definitely a little bit darker than what I normally go. Like, I've been really loving the NYX lip liner in Sandstorm and Brown. I also really like Nude Beige. Kind of only like to fill in the top lip. Nude Beige from NYX. Kind of go all in just to make it a little bit more cool toned, because right now it's very warm, even though I love warm lip liner. I love when you can kind of see my natural lip color down here. So I don't fill it in all the way, only a little bit on the sides. Tip to having great lip liner is cleaning it up. Another tip for your fitness journey, try your best to implement fitness into your lifestyle as best as you can, because fitness is a long-term thing. It is not a short-term thing. Yes, you can obviously work towards short-term goals like getting yourself ready for an event or wanting to look good by a certain amount of time. But at the end of the day, this is shit. This is a lifestyle you gotta keep up with. So find ways to implement fitness into your lifestyle seamlessly and with time. You don't gotta do it all at once. You don't gotta go ham all at once. And I pinky swear it will make fitness and health as a whole way easier to keep up with, and you won't even have to think about it because it's a part of your lifestyle. It's a part of what you do. At the end of the day, girl, it's something that's never ending, and you shouldn't treat it as something that's short term. You should treat it like a long-term relationship. Build it up with time. Pay attention to it, be consistent with it, and don't expect for shit to happen overnight, because this is something you work towards every single day, every single month, every single year. And yeah, I think that's it. So you guys, this is the final makeup look, and I am so sorry. I really wanted to continue to answer you guys' questions, but my camera keeps overheating. So like I said, this is my current going out makeup look. You guys got a little bit of insight on how I do my makeup. If you guys do like this video, let me know and I can totally film more of these for you guys. Love you guys so much. I can't wait for you guys to see these moving vlogs that are gonna come right after this is uploaded. Yeah, girl, I'll catch you in the next one.
Like a Jolly Rancher, the chicken from the corner store.